Hello guys, and welcome to my second part of the video about the Canon Pixma 4500. In the second part I will show you how to get access into the absorption tank, the waste inked absorption tank. The waste absorption tank isn't really a tank, it's just a piece of material. And usually when people get the message they need to replace it, they don't need to do it, they just need to use the reset code. The reset code you can find in my description of first video, and in the second video I will put it too. And the reason for this is the absorption material is so large, you would need to use at least 12 cartridges and pull all of the inks at once on this absorption material before it will even get close to overflow. And during normal printing there is enough amount of time so the waste ink can evaporate and will only leave very small amount of ink. But since many people ask how to get access to it, I will show you, and in a few minutes you can do it yourself. Good luck with it. So okay, let's get started. First screw that we need to reach is beneath this cartridge holder. It's down there. To reach it we need to move the cartridge holder. In the off position the cartridge holder is blocked by the sponges. These are the sponges. This is for color, this is for black. If you want to move it you cannot. So this is the off position. What we need to do is go to the right and find this wheel. Put your finger on it. Put quite a bit of pressure on it and pull it in this direction where my finger is pointing. Usually you need twice, so use quite a bit of strength. Don't be afraid to break it, it's really strong. So 1, in my case it's 3. What should happen now is those sponges have dropped, and now you can move this. Cartridge holder. Let me show it again without the cartridge holder in the way. This is the off position which blocks your cartridge holder. Place your finger on the wheel. 1, 2, and it should have dropped already. 2.5, perhaps 3. And now we can access first screw. So this is where you find your first screw. In my case I already removed the screws, but I will show you the places where they are. This is the place where I am pointing with this pen. You can locate these cables, and behind it, right behind it, should be a screw. Unscrew it and put it in a cup so you don't lose it. In a cup or one place. Don't put it on your desk, they will fall off, and then usually you lose 1 or 2 or look them half of day. Before we get started, I should have actually mentioned what tools we have to use. Most important is a Phillips screwdriver, and if you can have one, get one with a magnetic head. This will help you to not lose your unscrewed screws, because especially if you assemble it back, sometimes what will happen is you will drop the screw into the chassis and you need to restart all over again. So with a magnetic head will be really ideal. And the type I'm using of screw is, as you can read it, PH1, and this indicates the head of the screw. It's not the smallest one which I'm using. It's, I would say, medium. And you will only have two types of the screw. The only screw which is different is one for the ground of the control panel. So let's get moving on. Now usually you will have here the control panel. In my case, I already removed it, and I already have loosened the screws of the printing plate. You don't need to do it, but the cable from the control panel, this is the cable which moves from USB port. This is the USB port from the control panel. It has two cables running in our way, where we need to unscrew 3 screws. And to help you reach the screws, get the USB cable and move it aside, just like that. So let me show you again. The cable runs like this. You pick it up here, move it up, it goes further up. Let me perhaps adjust the light, maybe you can see it better then. It has this plastic, black plastic, and shine it. Perhaps more light. Well, this will have to do. You can put this completely aside, just like that. And if you want to go one step farther, what you do is go to the back. Here you can see the main board of the printer. This is the main board, all of this. And this USB port cable from the control panel is connected right underneath. It's here, where the yellow cable is. You can remove it just by pulling it, or when it's stuck, like in the case, take a flat screwdriver like this one, there should be a space between this white plastic and the black space and the black plastic. It should be big enough to place a flat screwdriver. Don't take too thick. As you can see, this is not a very thick screwdriver, but quite thin. And you place it between this black part and the white part and make a twist motion. So again, hope you can see it right. It's a little bit unsharp, but just like this, and twist motion, left, left, right, left, right. So like this. And there you go, it will drop off. The reason to disconnect this is quite simple. When you will pull this all aluminium up, this control panel will dangle, and this will just sit in the way. So the best way is to disconnect it completely. It's not really extra work. So now we have this cable out of our way. Let me adjust the light again. And what you will have here, you will have here a screw. In my case, this is unscrewed. You have the ground cable screw, and again here a screw. First, you unscrew the ground cable. I put the ground cable back on just so you can see how I do it. So let me try this again. I think I hold the camera wrongly. So what you will have is you will have here a screw, here a screw, and here a screw. In my case, those two are removed. And just to help you, I have put the ground cable back on so you can work with me. And we unscrewed it. Just like that. It's quite easy. And we are done. And we move it away. And here I can demonstrate you how handy a magnetic head is. And the screw has formed down here. And all we need to do is touch it. And we have it. So it's really recommended to have it. Remember, put the screws in a cup in one place so you don't lose them. So after removing the ground cable, which is this one, you will remove one screw here and another screw here. In my case, I have them already removed. So you already have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Remember, put them in one place so you don't lose them. And now we move to the back of the printer. You should see this. This is the right side of the printer, right back side of the printer. This is the main board. You can call it the brain of the printer. Locates, for example, this spot where I'm pointing it. Get closer to it and then look down. What you see is this spot. Here you should find a screw. In my case, I already have removed it. In your case, you need to unscrew it and put the screw in one place so you don't lose it. I use a cup. This is your 5th screw, and we can now move to the 6th screw.